announcements, that section of the video that people like hate. Okay, this is the deal. The new site, the videos and stuff, is not just a webinar. What I'm gonna do is put up the old Making Money A to Z with Storage Auctions webinar, plus a lot of other stuff. This is gonna be a site where you can come in whenever you want and get information, because everything's gonna be video based. And I have a lot of people who bought the ebook deal and they're like, hey, you got the folks who bought the 3 printed deal, I bought the 3 ebook deal, and I'm like, look, this is the deal. Everybody is coming in under the same wing. What I'm gonna do is create a bridge fee. You bought the ebook deal, the bridge fee will bring you up to $99.95. Everybody who's coming in this is coming in the same way, because I actually have a choice. I'm not going to have someone pay me $99.95 to get in there. Then all of a sudden, then these folks who've got these deals come in, because this is what I've noticed. And I may lose subscribers, so be it. People who get the best deals tend to be the biggest pain in the ass. I've had people pay me $500 for consultation. I've had people pay me $5,000. I don't get the bullshit, and I've had people pay me $39 and worry the shit out of me for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks. Okay, we're not having that party. That's not happening. What I want are heroes, warriors, people who are about trying to freaking improve their lives. Not somebody that's like, ooh, I got the deal and that's how I'm getting in. No, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. I don't want you. So this is the deal. My assistant comes in Tuesday. What I'm going to have her do is go through the information. Everybody that bought the 3 ebook deal, you'll get an email, a personal email. It's going to take a little time because, start Tuesday, and I'm not going to raise the price until I get through everybody. And what you're going to get is called a bridge fee. Because like I said, everyone's coming in under the same wing. If that's a problem for you, don't ignore the email, don't pay the fee, and life goes on. Because I'm not having the crap I've had before. I've been doing this 3 years, I've learned a lot, and it seems that people who get the best deals tend to be the biggest pain in the ass. I don't know why. It's like they give the deal, but they want more. I want blood. I want that firstborn child. I'm like, whatever. So that's the deal. I'm going to make it happen. This is my word. So the price is not going up. If you haven't bought the 3 book deal, you can get it, and it's still going to be $99.95, probably a little longer than the end of the month. And I will send everybody who bought the 3 ebook deal a bridge fee. Some of you who got the, recently, it was $80 for the 3 book deal. So you're only going to pay a $20 bridge fee. For those of you who paid $60, you're going to pay a $40 bridge fee. That's how it's going to be. So that's the deal. It's going to be happening starting Tuesday, and then we can rock and roll. Now, I'm doing this with granting access because everybody that's like what I call a premium customer, people who bought the 3 book printed deal and above and webinars and stuff, you're already in there. And there's another group I'm going to probably put in tomorrow. But that's the deal. So understand, like, if you bought it, if you feel that's unfair, hey, so be it. But I refuse to have this new thing, and it's going to be so sexy. It's going to be so nice, and it's going to be so much information. It's going to be so hot because I can impart all of this information that's like running around in my head because I've started 9 businesses and I've learned a few things. And the last 4 have been spectacularly, in my opinion, successful because it didn't cost me a lot of money, and I've been able to earn it, once again, in my opinion, a very decent living. So I can share some stuff with you, and it's hard work. It's going to take discipline, and it's going to take a strategy. But I guarantee you, you step into this and you do the things that are outlined, your life will be better next year. How much more? I don't know, but it will be better. This I can promise you without going, it just depends on how much hard work you put in. All right, now to the video. Hey, this is Glendon with the Hustler's Mindset. Title of this segment, Get Your Game Up. You have your own business or you're working on your own enterprise and you've kind of reached that plateau. Things aren't growing the way that you want to. This is a time that you've got to get your game up, not necessarily change the game, because that's a common refrain. Because the thing is, if you weren't any good at what you were doing, you wouldn't be where you are. You've just kind of reached a plateau and you just really need to increase your game. One of the ways to do that is go back to your core elements of your business, the things that you do really well, and double that. Like if you're good at marketing, double your marketing, or even triple your marketing, and make a concentrated effort on doing that. Here's an example. Say, well, before I even get into that, I would say one of the things you have to do is make sure that you quantify your efforts. What I mean by that is you keep track of what you're doing. Like, I'll put some graphs in here of my YouTube matriculation from 2009, 2010, 2011, and 2012. Because, once again, to that company you've heard before, Rent-A-Crate, I am like a data junkie. Got to be on top of your data. But the thing is, if you don't keep track of your data, you don't have anything to massage or to look at or to spot trends, because things are happening, but you're not archiving that information, and that can kill you. And the reason that can kill you is because, like, people who come to the gym who work out but don't record what they're doing. What happens is your body becomes used to that workout, and you keep doing the same workout, and you reach a point of diminishing returns where you're still getting benefit because you're in the gym, make no mistake about it, but you're not getting maximum benefit because you kind of really don't know where you are. Because I'm telling you, people laugh at me. I got my little journal. It's falling apart, but I can look back and say, hey, here in December I was doing this, so actually I need to add 5 more pounds. I need to add 10 more pounds. The same principle applies to your business. Say you were making 50 sales calls. Okay, 50 sales calls yielded you maybe 10 appointments. Now 10 appointments, you close 3 sales. Okay, so you want to close 9 sales. That means you need to make 150 calls based on your current metrics. But if you do not keep track of that stuff, you don't know how to adjust your business because you're not tracking your business. And a lot of people do this. They do stuff with no rhyme or reason. Some people are phenomenally fortunate. And there's some people who are superhuman who keep everything in their head. I cannot keep everything in my head. My head is pretty big, but it won't hold everything. So, as Confucius says, short pencil is better than long memory any day. So another way to up your game is to actually have a game. Sometimes people just start a business and they just kind of like meander here and meander there. And it just kind of like happenstance, circumstance, you're just kind of like there. It's like, yeah, I'm making money. And also another way to up your game is put your goals like here and segment your goals. Like, okay, say you're making 50 G's a year, but you want to make 100. It's going to be easier to go from 50 to 60 than from 50 to 100 because that's just too big. And then not because you're not talented, it's too big because your mind can't handle it. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who are poor or not doing as well as they could because of a poverty mentality. Not a talent deficiency, not a work ethic deficiency. It's just they have a poverty mindset. There's a lot of people that think if you have a lot of money or you're making a lot of money, somehow you've bamboozled somebody, you've tricked somebody, you've done something wrong. And that shit will keep you poor. First of all, understand there is nothing wrong with making a lot of money if you're serving people. If you have a product or service and you're giving it to people and they like it and you make a lot of money, that's a wonderful thing. It's not evil, it's not bad. So get rid of the poverty mindset and set your goals high. Say you want to going back to, you want to make 100 grand. First segment, next 6 months, I want to do things that will put me on a per annual basis of 60 G's. So, if you're making 50, I think that's like 38, was it 30, like 40, like 4,100 a month, 4,200 a month. So you need to shade that up where you're like 45. Because the thing is, with setting goals, incremental goals work better for me. I don't do really well with a broad leap. That doesn't work for me, but incremental is like, because what happens is you're steadily going in the right direction and there's not a lot of backsliding. Whereas if you just do this grand leap, you could do the grand fall. And that's very emotionally debilitating. It can knock you out your game. So set your goals high. Also, just something that I have learned. Be careful who you share your goals with. Understand, being audacious is a scary thing, and it will bring out the bitch in your friends. It will make people that you thought were in your corner look like the Grim Reaper. I'm telling you, be very, very careful who you share your big dreams with because they're for you. They're not for everybody. And there's a lot of people who are just waiting to stab your dreams all up in the face. Because what you're doing is when you dare to dream, when you dare to have this ideal and you put energy and effort into it, you're just holding up a mirror to those people's faces. And instead of seeing your greatness and seeing your courage and seeing what you want to do, they see what they're not. And when they see what they're not, it's a very, very scary thing. And they want to break that mirror. And since you're that mirror, they want to break your ass. Learn that lesson the hard way. So be very, very careful who you share your big dreams and big goals with. You should share with some people because that keeps you accountable. Because when you're like, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and you tell somebody, it's like, whoa, I need to do this. Or, I'm just like one of those wolf ticket people. I'm just selling wolf tickets. So dream big. I'm telling you, it works, because even if you do not accomplish your dream, you're going to go much, much further than if you just set what I call low goals. Like, I just want to survive. I just want to be okay. I just want to be comfortable. That type of thinking does not power your subconscious mind to really activate the jewels you have. Like, I have this belief, and I haven't shared it with anyone. If you're a Christian, you may get weird about this. But I don't think that as we walk on this road of life, that you get things. I think as we walk on this road of life, you develop talents and abilities that you were born with, and you become better. So it's essentially making yourself better, which will enrich your life and the lives of others. Because I think everything that you need to be successful right now, you have, believe it or not, but it's undeveloped. It's like it's not groomed, it hasn't been trained, it hasn't been built up, but you have all that stuff right now. So it's not like you have to go out and get it. You just have to put in that hard work of developing it. Because, just like looking at, myself, I didn't know how to do these freaking YouTube videos. And when I started, man, it was just me in the basement, and I was talking to the camera, and I was scared shitless. I was like, man, people are not gonna like this shit. People are gonna talk about me, which has come to pass. And if you've been around since the book bitch incident, it has come to pass. I've had people create fake YouTube IDs to harass my good people. I've had people hack my website. So that happened. And it sounds bad, but really, in the grand scheme of things, in terms of the good that has happened since I've started this, it's like that. That's what that stuff is. It's about that big compared to this vast improvement and amazing thing that's happened that I call my life. Because I'm just amazed at the power of YouTube and the reach and the things that have happened. And just like I went from in July 17th, 2009, just having the ideal of, I'm gonna write a book. That's when it started. I can tell you, that's the day. It's like July 17th, 2009. I've been sitting around here. I'm tired of being sick. I need to do something. I'm gonna write a book. And I did. Then I wrote another one. And I wrote another one. And I wrote another one. And I'm not just saying that, hey, oh yeah, Glendon can write a book. No. What I'm saying is, right now, the things that you don't have or the things that you want, you can get in a period of time. Because, we live in the United States of America, which should be called the United States of Microwave America, because people want it now. They don't want to wait, they don't want to work, they don't want just now. Real life doesn't work that way. I feel very privileged to have grown up in the era when you ran track and field. There was a first place ribbon, there was a second place ribbon, there was a third place ribbon, there was a fourth place ribbon. You tried and you made the top 4, it meant something. Now, if you're not number 1, what was the point? I think that's bullshit thinking, because one day you may be number 4, but the next time you may be number 3, the next time you be number 2, because that was my destiny when I ran track. I know it's like, he ran track. Yes, I did. I'm very fast, extremely fast. I've scared people. I've walked folks down. And I went from number 4 to number 1. And it took a few years because I kept running and I kept training. And that's what you have to do with your business. Take a moment. I've said this before and we'll say it again. Take an hour every day and think about what you can do to improve your business. Turn the phone off. Turn your email off. Tell your wife not to disturb you. Tell the kids you will love them later. Take 1 hour of uninterrupted time and work on your business. You will be amazed at what comes to you in that hour. 5 days a week, do that. Because You got friends, how many times like they take a day off and they work from home and they're like amazed at how much shit they can get done because they're not interrupted. That's the same thing, because what you do is you get up and you start doing stuff, and you're so busy doing stuff, it's hard to actually structure and think of stuff. So, sometimes stepping back and not running 100 miles an hour will actually increase your business, because you get the time to structure it, to make it better, to do things that will improve it. So to up your game, you've got to, number one, have a strategy. Got to have a strategy. Number two, dream big with your goals. Number three, be careful who you share your goals with, because there's a lot of soul sucking, goal stealing, depressing ass people on the planet. There's a lot of folks are not gonna be happy for you, because like I said, that mirror, remember, you're that mirror. And what do people do with mirrors that show images they don't like? Bam! Break that shit. So you don't want to be a broken mirror by sharing yourself with the wrong people. But to up your game, I want you to look at it in terms of a marathon. This is not something that's going to happen today. It's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. But I can make you this promise. If you start today, this time next year, if you're consistent with it, you will be freaking amazed at the improvements in your business, in your life, in your personal relationships, if you take these steps and are consistent. That's the key. Not big grand leaps, not overnight success, but being consistent and diligent with being on point with the purpose of developing yourself and your business. So that's how you up your game. All right, this is Glendon, and this is another episode of the Hustler's Mindset.